Hey everybody, this is Guillermo with Live Trading with Guillermo. Today is Saturday, January 21st. So I just want to wish you all a great weekend. I hope you're having a great weekend. I certainly am. Weather's cleared up a little bit. It was kind of rainy, a little bit of snow this morning, but we got a little bit of sunshine here in Oregon. So I've been enjoying that. So, wow, it's been a great week. Have some stuff I wanted to share with you. So today's video is going to be addressing some questions that I've received lately, and just want to share some information for you all, and I hope you find it helpful. So let me start by saying that if you haven't seen the notification, I don't know if you guys subscribe to the TruTrade YouTube channel. If you haven't done that, go ahead and do that, because they do post trade videos and so on. My interview video is up. It's up now. I got an email from one of my subscribers and said, "Hey, I saw your interview video," so I had to go check it out. You know, it's always kind of weird to see yourself on video. At least I do. Like I look at myself and I'm like, "Oh man, that's me." What my voice, and everything. So it's kind of funny. It was a fun experience though. I had a great time with the folks at TruTrade. I did get the chance to meet Scott. He's the funded trader. He has a YouTube channel, so he's a cool guy, and I got to meet him and hang out with him and talk about trading and things like that. So that was pretty cool. Towards the end of the video, I did give a shout out. I didn't give a name specifically, but his name is Jeff. He's one of my subscribers. He's the gentleman I was telling you guys about that. He's a surf guy in California, and he trades in the morning and surfs during the day. So he sent me an email just a little bit ago, and he said thanks for the shout out. So just wanted to acknowledge him and his hard work and everything that he's been able to accomplish. So it's pretty cool. So the interview that you'll see if you go to the TruTrade website, that's just my experience with using the software. This is kind of like my niche. I just happened to stumble upon it over a year ago. It's been a journey for me, because I started pretty green. Didn't know what the heck I was doing. I had heard of the concept of futures trading, but I didn't know too much about it. So my knowledge has evolved from not only the software itself, but the servers that I use and how do I use them, and taking advantage of the functionality within NinjaTrader and other things that I've learned along the way. So what you see is like I say, is my experience. Your experience will be different. Right out of the gate, please don't expect that everything's going to go flawlessly for you. It's not. This is a process. It's a journey. You got to trust the process. Start small, and then kind of work from there. Work your way up, and that's kind of what I did. I started out with it was just a Ripper, they called it back then. It was like a single instrument Ripper. It wasn't even the Auto Ripper Pro or anything like that. It was like a lower end version that I could afford at the time. And then as you see in my interview, I talk about that. I say, hey, as I progressed, my trading progressed as well. You may want to start at one level and work your way up, depending on your trading style, your goals. So focus on that part of the trading. While I get flashy with my videos, that's part of YouTube. Obviously I want to get more subscribers and get people excited about doing some of the stuff I'm doing. But don't feel like, like on Friday's trades, I posted a video with the Ripper 1. I was trading 5 contracts and made 2,700. You don't need to do that. You could start with a single contract on the Ripper 1, and maybe you just go for 14 ticks, 10 ticks, and you go from there and slowly start building up. And later on, you add more contracts, or you go for more ticks. You don't have to let the runner run like I do. Like you see on my trades with the Ripper 1, you can just pick a target and go, I'm just going to hit that target and be done. You can certainly do that and then work your way up. So don't feel just because you see my trades and feel like, oh, I want to hit 2,700. Right out of the gate, I don't make that your goal, because you may be disappointed right out of the gate. get to know your software, and then get to know what you're comfortable. Um, Scale up, work your way up, build your account, and then think about what's your next logical progression for you, right? For you, what you feel comfortable moving on to the next step for you. So don't let anybody else convince you. Don't let me convince you that you should be trading 5 contracts. Please don't think that. Also, um, as I said in the interview, not every day is a winner. All right, so don't think that this is like magic software that works 100%. That's not realistic. There's no software out there that works 100% of the time, or it's 100% accurate. If there was, they wouldn't sell it, because why would you? You would just trade, right? So just know that you are going to have winning days, you're going to have losing days, but the idea is that you win more than you lose. That's the whole point of this, right? So don't be discouraged. Stay consistent. I've mentioned this before. Keep notes. Keep a spreadsheet if you want to. That's what I would recommend. Keep a journal, and then just log your trades. Keep notes. How did it go? What did you do right? What did you do wrong? And what can you improve the next time, right? What trading time did you start? Did you, how many contracts? That sort of thing. Were there any issues that day? The rhythmic crash, were there news events and the outcome? And then just track that as you go on. And then eventually maybe you don't need to, but, I could be doing better about that myself. I don't always take notes, but I do have a trading journal. It's electronic now. And I do it there now. But yeah, just a word of advice there. One other question that came up is, when people get a bot and they feel like, well, maybe they don't feel like, but they'll use a certain bar size. And like me, I always use the 20 and 5, but it's not always the most appropriate. And you've seen it in my videos where there's a lot of volatility. The 20 and 5 bar size is not the best. And you've seen me. Sometimes I get lucky, and sometimes I'm down a lot and then I recover. But that's not always the smartest thing to do. So I'm going to show you guys something real quick. See if I can do this without messing up. And you don't want to see that or that. Oh man. Okay. Dang it. Okay. So I was trying to flip across to my screen so you could see my. Let's see. Where are we? I wanted to show you guys my server. Here we go. Let me move this out of the way. So this is my virtual private server. This is from Friday morning. So on the left part of my screen here, I have a 20 and 5 bar size. So 20 tick bar, and 5 is the trend. Okay. You see here is from 7:43 a.m. to 9:46 a.m. something like that, and you can see all that movement clear up to the open, right, which is 9:30, right in here. That's the open, 9:30, and then you see all this at the open. Would you want to jump in there? Maybe, maybe not. But here's a 40-10, so this is twice the size of this bar size. Not quite the same time frame, but pretty close. I try to line them up as best as I could. But then look at that. Look how smooth that's looking. Look at that. There's a little bit of a little chop right here, but overall, it's pretty smooth. So if you're going to trade right out of the gate, right out of the open, when it's the most volatile, so you're going to jump in here, you would turn on your automation, right? And then maybe you would take the next entry or take the next entry. I don't know. It depends on which bot you're running. It can take different entries at different times. There's different triggers, so it's hard to know where it would enter. I'm just guessing. But this is just an example of when you may want to use a bigger bar size. All right, and in your strategy, what you can do is once you save your settings for, let's say, like a 20 and 5 bar size, you have, like, let's say you do 20 tick profit target, your stop loss and everything, you can go to the bottom right and hit template, save, and then you can save that template. You can call it like 20 tick profit, 20 5 bar size, and NQ or something like that. You save that, and then you tweak your settings, and maybe you make you make your stop loss, maybe it's a little bit bigger because now you're using a 40 bar size. Maybe you make your stop loss 40 ticks, and those are your settings for the 40-10 bar size. And then maybe you make settings for a 12 and 3 bar size. So you want to keep that 4-to-1 ratio, right? 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 10 is 40. So you're keeping that 4x ratio on your bar sizes, and you save those. So when you first turn on your computer and you're trying to figure out which bar size to use, you can look at this and go, oh, I don't think I want to jump in here, but maybe I want to do this. So I'm going to turn on my strategy on the 20 or the 40-10. You already have it saved, so you hit template, load template, and then you hit the one that you just saved for the 40-10, and then you're good to go. So you don't have to try to tweak settings each day or anything like that. Just save a template and then load it up on your chart. So what I would recommend, trading with Matthew, I think that's his channel name. He trades the shot bot. I don't have that bot, but I do reach out to him and I ask him, like, what's your strategy for using the bigger bar sizes? And he likes the bigger bars. He likes the 40-10. Sometimes he goes even bigger than that with the shot bot. So if you have one of those automations, a 40-10 is probably a good idea. I think I'm gonna try that this coming week with the Reaper, and see how I feel about it, and see if maybe 40-10 might be a bar I'll want to try. I'm still in my literally second week now. I'm gonna start my second week now with the Reaper. I like what I see, but I'm trying different things as recommended by TruTrade. You can try different bar size. You can turn on your bot at a certain time of the day if you want to. You don't always have to do the open like I do. I've been kind of waiting a little bit more, 10-15 minutes after the open now. I don't go jump in right away. So it's definitely been a better move for me. And I think I'm going to keep that going from now on. I think right at the open was too risky for me, and it just doesn't make sense to do that anymore. So perfect example here, 9:30, you got all this, or you can do this, or you can wait after this move. This is 13 minutes. Maybe you turn on your bot here and see where it's going to go from there. So that's just a word of advice. Hope you find that helpful. Remember, the higher the volatility, you want a bigger bar. Lower volatility, you want a small bar. So if you're trading like when the market opens at 6 Eastern and it's barely moving, a 12-3 bar is gonna do you good, because then it's gonna make it look more like this, where there'll be some moves that you can actually jump in. If you have a 40-10, you're only gonna see like 2 bars at the open, because it's not gonna move. It's gonna take a lot of movement because the bar is 40 ticks. So it's gonna take a long time before you see any action. So just keep that in mind. One thing I do want to talk about is I do mention that I do trade, and let me switch to that real quick. I do, I think I mentioned this during my last video, that instead of SIM, sometimes I'll trade with a Eval account. And I like to do that only because I've been doing this for a while now. It's been, like I said, over a year. And I kind of I feel like I know what I'm doing. Even though the bot is new, I kind of know how I want to run it, and then I test it. And sometimes I'll just do, something that's like a low cost, So one recommendations that I recommend is Apex Trader Funding. You guys know I'm an affiliate. The code is in my description if you want to, get yourself an account. But, Monday is the last day of their sale. They're having 80% off, and then they have 80% off at renewal. So if you're just starting out and you want to trade, you definitely want to trade in SIM for a week or two. But if you're got a little money in your pocket, I would recommend maybe starting with this 50K. You can trade up to 10 contracts. I don't recommend that you trade that many. But if you're just learning the software and you want to see how it works, you could start out with 1 contract and go for it. Or you could trade micros. See, you get 10 or 100 micros. So you could trade with like three micros and just fire it up and learn how it works, and then maybe build up your account over time. And then at the end of the 30 days, maybe you'll pass the eval. The profit goal is 3,000. So when you're doing the math, and I'm not good at math here, but you got 20 days to do that. So what is that, like 150 a day, something like that? I think that's pretty achievable if you took every single day. As you've seen with See Me Trade before, I made that target in like one day. I've gotten funded with 50K accounts on one day, but obviously you got to trade for a 10, so there's no reason to rush and do that. You can take all 20 days and learn your software. You get a nice drawdown, which is 2,500. When you trade I trade 100K accounts now. All my funded accounts are 100K, but it's a higher profit target, and the trailing threshold is only $3,000. It's not that much different than the 50K, but my profit goal is twice the amount, but I only get $500 more in trailing threshold. So that doesn't always make sense. I get more contracts with the 100K, so I can trade, like a 6 and 2 auto of 8 contracts sometimes, so that you've seen me do, or a 4-2. Sometimes keeping that 2-to-1 ratio is recommended. So you're trading 6 contracts, so I would recommend a larger account if you are trading a larger account. So I want to do, just to show you guys what this means for you all. So let's say, I'm gonna get this out of the way here for a minute. So let's say you this is just a screen grab. I logged into my Apex account and I pretended like I was gonna buy 50K. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I will pick up some accounts before the sale ends. But I just did the 50K account, so $167 is the normal price. The sale price, 80% off, is $33.40. All right, you do pay a little bit of tax, and your total is $36.16. So for $36, roughly, you get a $50,000 eval that you can try out. If you don't make it, you can either cancel the account, so you just spend $36, or if you're close to the end of the period and you're almost getting ready to fund, you can just let it roll over to the next month, and it's going to renew at $36.16. That's a pretty good bargain. It's not going to renew at $167, which is the regular price. Or the coupon that I give you sometimes becomes 50% after a sale. Usually does. So you wouldn't spend, not even that, you would spend $36. So that's a good deal. So I think what I'm going to do is pick up some accounts and try them out. If I fail on one of them, I may just let it renew, because on the frequently asked questions that you'll see here in a second, it does say, where, I don't think I have it on here. I don't think it's on this one. No, I'm on my server browser. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from that. There we go. I think this is better. And then I can move. Yeah, this is perfect. So I disconnected from my server. So what you were seeing, that desktop, that's actually my server. So it looks just like a computer screen desktop, but it's on a server being hosted elsewhere. So this is actually my PC, my laptop that has a camera. So now what you're seeing is actually my camera. But in the frequently asked questions, I typed renewal, and then when I got there, it said right here. So if you renew and it's in a failed status and it renews with a monthly fee, then it'll renew. Basically, it will reset. It will reset automatically. So let's say you failed, you were close to the renewal period. You can just let it go. It's going to reset back, and then you'll have the account just like it was brand new, fresh, and you can start over. But as it says here, you don't have to wait. If you want to pay that $80 fee, you can definitely do that, reset it, and keep going with the challenge. So it depends what you want to do. But when the sale is so cheap right now, why pay $80? So right now, I would recommend you could get, 2 accounts for less than 80. So right now, a reset fee doesn't even make sense. Just get 3, 4, 5, 50K accounts if that's what you want to do. It's way cheaper than resetting a bunch of accounts or paying half price or full price on an eval. So this is a great opportunity to load up on some accounts. So definitely check that out and give it a go. Let's see, what else do I want to cover today? I think that's pretty much about it. I think I would like to say I want to thank you all for your support. I get lots of great emails from you all. I'm almost up to 2,000 subscribers, so you guys have been wonderful. You have really embraced my experience, my journey. Some of you guys reach out to me via email. I'm a busy guy, but I do try to respond to you all. I'm not tech support for TruTrade or anything like that. I don't get a commission, nothing like that. If you ask me a question, I'll tell you, and give you my opinion on my takes on the software and what you should do. But in the end, it's your decision. So please always do your research, do your due diligence. Whether you do this system or something else, just realize that there's a risk to what we're doing. We're trading futures, and it's a game of probabilities, right? It's a mathematical thing. It's not, and it's like, that was my wife trying to get a hold of me. So I'm probably gonna have to cut this video here pretty quickly. But yeah, so there's risk. Futures trading carries risk, and I want to be clear about that. Even though you're paying for an evaluation and it costs you $40, you're risking $40. Okay, so there is a risk there. If you made a financial commitment to buy TruTrade software or buy something else, or you manually trading, you are taking a risk. So this is not a get rich quick overnight kind of thing. It's going to take some. So I'm gonna pause this video for a second, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, thanks. Hey guys, sorry about that. My wife is at the optometrist and needed some info. One thing you guys have to learn, if you don't know this already, happy wife, happy life. So you gotta drop what you're doing and get right to it. All right. So anyway, that's it for you. That's it for this edition. Not really a Q&A, but kind of. Thank you again for your support. Thank you for the nice emails that I get. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you all next week. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your friends and family. And I will see you Monday. Happy trading, and see you soon. Take care now. Bye.